Your coach and the fighter of Kenyan football. Hello my fellow Kenyans. Habari zenu wa Kenya wenzangu, habari zenu ndugu zangu na dada zangu. Ngojeni tuzungumze leo na ninataka kuzungumza kuhusu the sponsorship deal that was signed by FKF for the entire Kenyan football. FKF took the entire Kenyan football. Harambee Stars, Kenyan Premier League, National Super League, Women Starlet. They took all of it, put it in one basket and sold it all to Star Times. My fellow Kenyans, our Kenyan football has experienced the last nail on the coffin, and our football is in the coffin. It is waiting for the grave to be dug. And I am saying this as an accountant and as a person who understands figures, who understands the economy. Let us talk about it. Now, I want to lecture the Kenyan media to begin with, because Kenyan media is very good sometimes, but sometimes I'm disappointed by Kenyan media. Why? Because Kenyan media does not analyze economic aspects properly when it comes to Kenyan football. And I want to say this. In 2017, Kenyan media announced that a company called Mafro has given Harambee Stars deal a multi-billion deal for the jersey. That deal was for 25 million Kenya shillings per year. Now, how is 25 million Kenya shillings per year a multi-million sponsorship deal in regard to the national team? That is nothing. That is peanuts. That is nothing. Now, think about this. 2016, the deal for the sponsorship kit was 50 million Kenya shilling per year from Joma. And 2017, the deal now, when it came to Mafro, it was for 25 million Kenya shilling per year. Have you noticed something? We have already lost a half, 50%, from 50 million in 2016 to 25 million in 2017. 25 million per year has been lost, and that is 50% has been lost, and the media still continue to say Harambee Stars has got a jersey sponsorship deal which is a multi-million sponsorship deal. Wakenya, jameni, tuamkeni. Mpira wetu unauawa, mpira wetu unakufa, and we are watching and announcing multi-million sponsorship deal. Let us get down to the figures. Let us analyze the money. Now, let us talk about the yesterday deal. That deal which has been called a multi-million sponsorship deal in the entire Kenya. Please, and it was announced on Twitter by FKF, but today I have seen it being talked about on the online media. Now, this deal, let us summarize it. This deal, yeah, the 7-year sponsorship deal comes down to 100 million Kenya shilling per year for this whole package. Kenyan Premier League, Starlet, Harambee Stars, and the National Super League. The two topmost leagues in the country and the two national teams, Harambee Stars and Starlet, all put together, 4 in one package. It is for 100 million Kenya shilling. Wakenya wenzangu, do you know how much a broadcasting deal is supposed to be? It is supposed to be the biggest thing in a country. About the title sponsorship deal, that is nothing. But when it comes to the broadcasting deal, it is supposed to be the biggest deal a country can receive for any of its top league. So now the whole package in one basket given to Star Times for 100 million. What can clubs in Kenya, all the entire Premier League 18 clubs, the Harambee Stars, the Starlet, and the National Super League, yeah, sharing the 100 million. Let us use the law of average, because FKF has not broken down this figure, like how much will Kenyan Premier League get out of the 100 million Kenya shilling. Harambee Stars will get what, Starlet will get what, and the National Super League will get what. They have not broken that down to us. So let us use the law of average. Let us say that this is 100 million divided by 4 entities. So each entity, like the Kenyan Premier League, will get on average 25 million per year on a broadcasting deal. My fellow Kenyans, if you don't feel sad, something is wrong with you. You know why? In 2015, Kenyan Premier League had a deal from Supersport for 1 year. 300 million Kenya shillings. And that's why the clubs were getting 8 million yeah, per club for their broadcasting deal. Today, you are told that the Kenya Premier League will get on average 25 million Kenya shilling, because this is 100 million Kenya shilling divided by the 4 entities that I have just mentioned. So that means Kenya Premier League could receive 25 million Kenya shilling per year. Now compare that, yeah, to the 2015 300 million Kenya shilling per year. And please let us stop saying it is, sports, super sport was special. Let us stop saying the government chased betting companies. Let us agree this. Our Kenyan football has been falling in value very fast since 2016, going downward. Something wrong is happening. Football is falling in value very, very fast, and our football is going to die. And this is why you see, for example, the FKF signed a title deal for the Kenyan Premier League for 1.2 billion. But for how long? 10 years. When you see deals being extended like this, it's because there is no value. But when Kenyans are given a figure that represents 10 years, they think there is money there. 1.2 billion for 10 years. It is only a fool who can sign a 10-year sponsorship deal. That is up to 2030. And Kenyans are laughing and saying that Kenyan football has money now. Let me tell you, I have been saying this Kenyan football is about to die, is about to go in the grave. Na Wakenya mtaniamini. One day mtashukuru there was somebody like me who was pointing things to the right direction. But msilale, the war is here. I keep saying this. The war is between us and them. Them are the cartel. Them are the people who are sabotaging Kenyan football. Them are the people who are resisting change. Us, we are like-minded people, thousands of us who are fronting the revolution. The football revolution is going to happen in Kenya. Now, we have the Kenyan Premier League, yeah, Harambee Stars, Starlet, and the National Super League given a deal for 7 years from now until 2027. They cannot approach anyone else, and they will continue to get this 100 million to share among the 4 entities for 7 years. Jameni, tuamkeni. Let me tell you something. In these Harambee Stars, our national team is useless. It has no value. Not even a school team can match this, can be given this kind of sponsorship. They are 25 million per year. Maybe in Kenya, not anywhere else I know. Let me tell you, Chapadimba sponsorship deal for which is for school teams. It is 100 million Kenya shillings per month. Per year. What does that tell you? That tell you a very straight story that the school football, yeah, is more valuable than the 4 entities put together. Therefore, the Kenyan Chapadimba, yeah, Kenya Chapadimba tournament is worth the same per year, yeah, as Harambee Stars, Kenyan Premier League, Starlet, and the National Super League. Huu ni ujinga gani? Huu ni ujinga gani ati mpira wa shule tournament moja it worth the same money as the entire 4 entity that I have spoken about. This is not right. This is wrong. People are rushing for quick money so they can make money behind it that Kenyans don't understand. For sure, I swear, na ninaapa, this is not right. This is not right. 100 million for 4 important entities in our Kenyan football. Think about this. For 7 years, it is about 8 million Kenya shillings. That for 7 years, for the 4 entity put together, cannot afford to buy Wanyama. Because Wanyama, when you think about it, he was bought by Tottenham from Southampton for 1.2 billion Kenya shilling. For 7 years, these 4 entities will get 800 million Kenya shillings. So they are still in deficit. They are a negative 400 million to be able to afford Wanyama. How is this? Mpira gani huu jameni? Let us liberate our football. Let us say no. This FKF, I keep saying, it must go, and football in Kenya must be restructured. We must transform our football so we can see value. Now, sponsors that were sponsoring football in Kenya few years ago for more money, they are coming back sponsoring it for less, giving it less money. Let me tell you something. When SuperSport left, a company called Bamba Sports came in, yeah, and that Bamba, you know it in Kenya, Bamba Sports. In 2017, it is sponsored Kenyan Premier League for 100 million per year, but the deal was for 6 months, so it was 50 million. Today, Kenya Premier League cannot get 25 million Kenya shilling per year, and it was given 100 million by Bamba Sport for in 2017. Today, 100 million means the 4 entities together. So is our football falling down or not? Are we retrogressing or not? So let us be analytical. Let us look after for the details. That is what business means. FKF has failed in its mandate. It is now chasing money. It is now putting the entire Kenyan football entity into one basket and selling into to sponsors for 7 years, 10 years. Why? My fellow Kenyans, you have to agree with me. Our football has died. Yesterday marked the death of our Kenyan football. Please don't celebrate. Don't say the money has come in. Tell me, what can 100 million Kenya shilling do for these 4 entities together? And if I can tell you something else, this is what is going to shock you. In England today, the Women Premier League sponsorship deal from Barclays Bank, just signed a few months ago, is for 1 billion for 3 years. That means the Women Premier League, which has 16 teams, is receiving right now 300 million Kenya shillings per year. And our 4 entities are receiving 100 million per year. 4 entities. Here we have just Women Premier League in England. 16 teams receiving 300 million Kenya shillings per year. And what are they receiving in winning bonuses? 50 million they are going to share. Yeah? Now think about this. Yeah? So broadcasting deal is different from winning bonuses. Winning bonuses is for the team that wins, that finishes the league first, second, and whatever. That is called winning bonuses. Yeah? And think about this. Kenyan football has no value. I have been talking about this, and now even worse. As we go down, the football is dying. As we go forward, football is dying and dying and dying and dying. We are fighting about election issues. We are fighting about sponsored candidates and aspirants who make no meaning to our Kenyan football. What we need is a restructure in our Kenyan football. We need streamlining. We need a fit for purpose football governing body. We need a fit for purpose football system that is going to give value to our clubs and our leagues and so on. Our football to go back where it was. Yeah? 5-6 years ago, it will take us another 10 years to go back there where the value was. Why? Because we have been sleeping. We have people in the federation who are not interested in the growth of Kenyan football. People who are not there to develop football. And this to be changed. It is not through elections. It is about our evolution, and it is about streamlining the system so that we never get where we are again. My fellow Kenyans, if you are going to celebrate, don't invite me for a party. I'm telling you, I'm saying to the Kenyan media, you do very good job. The only thing you miss is when a deal is announced by FKF, the media does not break it down so Kenyans can understand. So here I come in. My fellow Kenyans, this what it means is that 4 entities, the top 4 best entities, yeah, Kenyan Premier League, Harambee Stars, Starlet, and the National Super League, they are going to be cheated. They have already been cheated. They are going to get 100 million per year. They will do nothing with that. As I conclude, because I want to go, I'm so angry. I'm burning. If there were flights, international flights, today morning I would be in Kenya, and the revolution would be tomorrow. The people behind Vision Total Football Kenya, the people supporting the revolution are tired of waiting. But I beg you all, it is because there is no travel that is possible. I beg you, hold on. Let us be patient. Let us hold our hands together like a chain that was used by Okia Omutata. Let us hold together. The revolution is going to happen. My fellow Kenyans, this is the last warning to FKF. Listen this. FKF receives 100 million Kenyan shilling as a donation per year from FIFA. And yet it can sign a deal for 4 best entities in Kenyan football for 100 million Kenya shillings a year. Yet it is being given 100 million Kenya shillings by FIFA per year. FKF wanapewa donation because they cannot make any money, and yet they are selling all our football. They have mortgaged our future. They have mortgaged our football. Put in one basket, give it to the Star Time, and then give the title deal to KingBet for 10 years. Who is FKF. FKF is a failed federation, is a failed organization that cannot govern and manage football. Therefore, now women football also receives 50 million. FKF receives 50 million Kenya shilling to run women football. So they receive 50 million as a donation from FIFA to run women football and 100 million for the federation to run itself. That's 150 million donation from FIFA. And yet they are selling our football for next to nothing. Why? Self-interest. I live in peace, I'm gone.